Hello, I'm Kai McTrash, as you can tell from my YouTube name. I've been away for quite a while. It's been pretty much mostly 2 years whilst I've been at college, which has not worked out well for me, but I'm still here and alive. So I'm just doing a little return now that I finally have time to do videos, although when I zoom out this... I'm getting distracted by much drawing. Now that I actually have time to do videos, I just wanted to do a re-intro and also kind of discuss what kinds of videos I plan to be making in the next little while. So you can see this here, obviously it's not the same style as this, but they're the same drawing. That is because what I'm doing here is a outfit meme by Jury Nova. I've also done other characters in this outfit meme as well. They're all OCs. Let's see, we'll hide this guy and show you one of the completed ones. We can show you the others in a moment too. But yeah, that's one of my OCs in it. And here are 3 more. So I've been doing this for a bunch. I keep needing to start a new actual save, because I just put them all together and then I folder everything and then I forget that there's like 40 layers in one would you call it, like, menu. So that's not great. That makes everything slow down, especially Feral Alpaca, which is a fantastic free program, and I'm not going to be mean to them for that because it's free and it does everything else I need it to. So kudos to those guys. Anyway, yeah, so gonna be drawing a bit, gonna be try to fill in some of these lines. If you see here where it doesn't look like they've been shaped, like coloured in right to the edges, but when you do that it does, and it's just a little bit nicer. But then for some reason when I zoom in, it don't show me. Like, I can zoom right in to these, even the ones that weren't the ones that I coloured behind, and I cannot see anything. But here you can see it too, right? I hope the video quality is okay for you guys also. It's just what I'm able to save on my computer. I also discovered you can save the voice bit on here, so now I really don't worry as much about having to edit things together. I just need to make sure that I don't say any slurs, which is normally how I go about my day, so it shouldn't be too hard. Anyway, all that rambling is exactly what we're going to be doing forward. Pretty much. We're just going to talk and talk about things because I feel like talking helps. I feel like when I was trying before, I was trying very, very hard to fill space with topics that were interesting to other people, and then getting freaked out when I would talk about more bigger topics to even upload it. And I don't want to do that. And I don't want to have followers who I can't talk to. So even if I don't get any more followers for the rest of my YouTube career, I'll probably just use this as my own personal therapy, essentially, in a way to focus on self-care whilst discussing things with myself, and by extension you guys. And that's the whole point of today, if I would actually get to it. I want to have a little more skill in drawing. Not a little more, I want a lot more skill in drawing. I have a style that I enjoy, but I struggle with a lot of dynamic poses. I struggle really badly with deciding proper shading, and also making sure that I'm always shading to the same direction in a drawing with more than one character. I also very much struggle with backgrounds. So the 3 goals for the next year is improved anatomy, backgrounds, even just drawing backgrounds without any intention to draw anything in the foreground, then it's just a portrait, but not portrait, landscape. And I want to get better at posing characters. I also want to get quicker at drawing, actually, because I want to be able to create a comic, and it takes a long time if you take as long as I do on these things. So this one, you will notice in some places that it's definitely rougher than others, and that's okay. Kind of. I'm gonna clean this bit up. I can go back and fix it later, but I'm not gonna spend like all day exclusively working on the lines, because otherwise I will get like 1 drawing done a week. So all of these that I've been doing so far, they're a little bit iffy. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about what to put in this character's like little like necklace. In the actual outfit, it just looks like a little bit gold bar. But I got really stuck and just ended up drawing Scapegoat from Yu-Gi-Oh, which is like one of my favorite cards, and it kind of applies to this OC story later on. Oh yeah, also it has a bunch of piercings, and some of my lines are way smoother than others. Can I clean that up? I need to just do flat colours in the background. There's so many ways that I keep doing shortcuts as well that end up being long cuts, as you can see. You know what? I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm gonna start colouring it. Okay, well, I'm just gonna start drawing and talking like I have been already, and we'll see how things go. I'll need to keep an eye on time. We're probably about 5 minutes in. I don't know. I have absolutely no track of time. So, the topics today is mostly me coming back to YouTube as on this channel. I also participate in another channel, which we're doing actually a lot better there than I've ever done here, but that is a group project of fun stuff that takes very little effort on my part. So, you know, it's been something I can do that means that I was getting a couple videos out at most a month. And also it was part of one of my biggest hobbies now, which is collecting figures and toys. But I am broke as hell right now, so I have to pull back on that. Why am I broke as hell right now? Because the last year and a half has just been terrible. Ongoingly so. The whole little while. I'm not going to go into too many details, but I'm going to talk about a few things. One of my friends who I loved dearly passed away, and it was awful. He passed away last year. I'm not going to really go into any more detail until I'm more comfortable to come out and start crying to you guys. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I mumble a lot. I'm going to have to rewatch over this and see if I'm even hearable with my mumbling. But yeah, I lost a friend. It sucked. And it still sucks, and it hasn't gotten easier to stop thinking about him, but the more intense feelings of distress are gone. Not gone. They're resting. They're having a good wee nap. I'm gonna thank the stars for that one. Getting a slight reprieve now, but so since that happened, it was last April, so it's essentially a year and a half now. Let's say it's not exactly, but it's roughly that. And yeah, I was at college at the time, and I'd fallen a little bit far behind in college work, and then that happened, and I was off for a long time. Like, not even off college, like off as a person. Like, I was mentally off. I wasn't functioning correctly. I really needed to be rebooted in some way or another, and it took far too long for that to happen. It's only really just happening in the last month or so, when everything's gotten to the point where it's fallen apart, and I can completely see why. Like, I'm not a religious person. I'm completely agnostic. But you know that I used to be very Christian, so that's why I know a lot of, like, I might bring up a lot of Christian proverbs, which I think are often good moral exercises to think about. What was I saying? The house built on sand and the house built on stone, and that's apparently symbolic of Jesus. Forget all that. Just the three little pigs. Build your house out of something nice. Build yourself with a good base. I just wasn't. I pretty much was trying to build a sand castle in the ocean with how I was manufacturing my life at that point. It's been a mess. It's been a really difficult time, and a big problem has been that it's very hard to get emotional support. I am an exceptionally poor person, and I have always been poor. I am poor because my family was poor, and I wasn't taught how to manage money, and I wasn't taught how to plan money. No one else has that responsibility now that I'm an adult, and I'm learning it myself. But that was just kind of the thing. We never really had much money, so I was always so used to not having money that as soon as I got money, my kid brain would go, I need to get that thing. I've been thinking about that thing for weeks, you know? And that is definitely translated into some of my adult behaviours. But I do think that in moderation, buying can be helpful, you know? Is it called, is it shopping therapy? No, is it consumers therapy? I can't remember. Like, not going excessive, but like, you know, maybe I get paid every 2 weeks, so once in every 2 weeks I'll go get a latte, a chai latte. And I will enjoy the heck out of that latte. And that's okay. That's a treat. That is self-care, and that is splurging, because £3 on any coffee is a little excessive. But I'm saying, like, if I was just to make the ingredients myself, absolutely not excessive to pay people minimum or above wages. I believe a living wage should be in place, not a minimum wage. So don't think that I'm saying these people doesn't deserve to be paid. 100%. But as a poor person, you're meant to budget down and decide, hey, I'm just going to go for this cheaper product, or I'm not going to have anything, or something like that, you know? But don't be too harsh on that. But my problem was that I was overindulging in this, and it left me with almost no money, and I wasn't dealing with my problems, so I wasn't able to deal with my money problems either. And before all the splurging happened, I already had the money problems. A big issue was that I'm a disabled person through several different conditions. We can go into the later point. Long ass video. But we'll get there. We'll get there, kiddos, if anyone cares to continue to come with me on this journey, or joins me at that point, you know? So, we're just going to see how that goes. I'm not doing a lot of drawing for this, but I'm kind of just verbally, like, spewing at you guys. And that's kind of how this will be. That's what's unique about me, and that's what I want to advertise about me, I guess. If you need to sit down and listen to someone waffle about absolutely God knows what, I may have managed to continue making videos to ensure that. Okay, I'm realising I'm just spending all my time doing exactly what at the start of the video I was saying was slowing me down, which is fixing every little bit. We're moving on to the shading once I fill in some of the blank spaces. Yes, there are inconsistencies in my lines. Yeah, it looks rugged and messy, and I really want to fix it. I'm on the wrong layer. Don't you just hate that? I think every artist hates that. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like that, you know, Jerry Seinfeld joke where it's like, what's the deal with airplane food? And yeah, yeah. I feel like every artist wants to be able to spend every day, well, not every artist, I feel like a lot of artists want to spend every second of their day working on everything, and it's a really, really good motivation to have, but it can also mean that you spend way too much time on things. Though, to be honest, if you listen to me, you're probably wrong based on what my scapegoats look like. But even this, you got a freckle in with you, and the bottom of its chin isn't painted. Whew. Trained artist kind of trash. So yeah, and yeah, the mental health stuff, losing friends, 7-year relationship ended. Again, a topic probably for never, but for another time, quite possibly. God knows, life takes you on mysterious paths that you don't want to go down, no matter how hard you walk and swim away from them. Once you get yourself down that river, you're done. So yeah, on that topic, because of the current situation in my country, also, I'm from the UK. I don't really think I need to say any more. I'm considering planning moving to a different country. And that's a big thing, because for years I really wanted to stay where I am. I'm like, I adore Scotland with my whole heart as a country. Nation, I don't care that much, except from getting independence from another nation. But you know, I really don't want to not be in the EU though, and I think we're more likely to stay in Britain and out the EU than the other way around, you know? So I'm kind of weighing up my options, and a big part of me not wanting to be part of the EU is the human rights, like, statements and everything. I know that that's a very small part of the whole situation, but I don't trust the Conservative Party very much. Okay, I'm not gonna get too much into this, but yeah, because of that feeling, I've been considering maybe moving, and also I have been reading that there are kind of better, like, options for the career path I want to go down, which is going to be animation on mainland Europe. And God, yeah, it makes me just want to go somewhere and be like, can I intern for you? But as mentioned before, I got real bad financial problems. We're going through some changes, so to speak. Sorry, just a moment. I need to check where the sunlight's coming from. Let's see. So it's from the left. Cool. Right. Oops. I need to name these so I just know who's who. You might also notice this weird thing with his hand. Someone's going to be holding his hand. It's going to be his little baby sister. It's going to be super cute. But yeah, I'm drawing Tiberius right now. He is one of my older OCs. He is a trans man. I kind of love him with my whole heart. He gets kind of preferential treatment in my OCs. Not because of that, but also because I've you know, in stories, authors always put a bit of themselves into characters, but a big part of my childhood is kind of going to be dealt with thematically with Tiberius's experience, because I don't know, it's just something that helps me. I know it sounds weird that helping, like, something that helps me is like cartoon characters going through the same trauma I had. But you know, it's expressing it, it's getting it out there. No one can tell me what happened in my comic didn't happen, so I can, you know, at least have that. I know what happened to Tiberius, and he can therefore be an extension of myself. And that sounds really unhealthy, and it probably is. But what you gonna do about it? I also sing that way now and then. It's not too often. It's kind of common. Sometimes I just sing some voice for words. I'm trying to, like, over explain everything about me to make you guys like me, and this is exactly what I was complaining about at the start. I need to just relax and enjoy what I'm doing and realise that I don't need to impress and tell everyone everything all the time. I don't need to explain every little quirk my personality has. I just need to talk about what I'm going to be doing on YouTube, which is talking like this. It's going to be mostly this. It's going to be mostly me kind of ranting, or at least expressing a feeling. We'll be going through the motions. I need a drink very quickly. Oh my god, that was the loudest noise I could have made. It's going to get worse. Literally like a bull in a china shop. Wherever I go, I make the most noise. So everybody knows where I am. You know? But yeah, so this is also a really great thing because I discovered that the what'd you call it? The screen recording device that I use, well, program that I use, Lilo? I don't know how to say its name. That thing is it's able to record me talking and this video, so I don't have to edit them together, because currently my computer is in a bad shape. We have a serious hard drive issue. I need to reboot the hard drive pretty soon. Pretty damn soon. But, you know, sometimes you gotta wait for a good thing. Sometimes you have a lot to move off of your computer, and some of it's completely impossible to move off because it's so big you don't have a hard drive that can fit it. And this is videos for the other channel, so I'm having to upload those onto like a website to keep them safe, so I don't lose like actually hours and hours of recording. And I have actually sacrificed a lot of things I did record for this. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it just started raining. Really nice. Really enjoyed that. Okay, we've been like 20 minutes in, so I'll give you guys another 10 minutes until I set you free. I mean, you're allowed to leave at any point, but if you're here to give me more watch minutes, I thank you. Hearts, big hearts. I understand that importance a lot more now this time than last time. I need to still learn how to like advertise it on social media and everything. It's going to be a learning process, and you guys are free to learn with me, or to teach me whatever the hell I don't know, because I don't know a lot of things, you know. I have an approximate knowledge of many things, I believe, is the Adventure Time quote, and that's pretty much me. Someone says, "Oh, have you heard about X?" And I'm like, is that the one with blah blah blah? Like, I'm going to use this example. I know what Hunger Games is, but don't think that this example is literal. Do you know Hunger Games? Is that the one with like, you know, the lassie and she has a special like whistle noise that she makes to folk and it's like rebellious? That would be how I would like continue that conversation, because so often I'm like, is it that thing? Oh no, I'm wrong. So if I wasn't certain of what it was, I would be completely like basically just trying to be like, I'm asking this as a question so that you don't think that I'm stupid if it's wrong. So, yeah, if you need a tip on that, there you have it. Tiberius's lips are a little difficult. He's got like a very thick upper lip, but I've made his lower lip a bit thicker than I intended. But then if I bring it up, it's gonna change his chin. His nose is in a bit of a weird position as well. I don't know. You know, maybe in like 3 years I'll know what I've done wrong and fix it, and you guys can see that then when I'm like, I'm returning again because I got distracted again. Yeah, this is definitely a lot thicker than I want this lower lip to look. I want it to be a little more like that. So maybe I'll just take out that line altogether and have to colour the bit under it, because I don't colour things properly because I'm lazy. I'm a lazy little butthead. I'm also trying not to swear. I casually swear all the time. It's just how I be. It's how I live my life. But it's not how YouTube want us to live our lives. So yeah, and I don't have enough followers to even stream yet, so I don't really want to be buried before I can do anything at all. I'm also going to do challenges and stuff on here of drawing, and I'm probably going to do some very like just loose like talking with maybe like video game footage in the background that I've played. Might try and get back to some of the games that I originally did record for the channel but I've deleted since, such as Life is Strange After the Storm, I was doing a bit of Left 4 Dead. I had a bunch of ideas until I went to college, and then I had no time, and everything in my life fell apart over the course of 2 years, so now I'm here again, and this is the best option I have. No, I'm kidding. Like, well, this isn't not the best option I have. This is the option I would like most, to be honest. Who's messaging me at 11:30 on a Sunday? It is the Lord's, who I don't believe in's day. Sorry about that, I've muted now. But yeah, so we're here. Things are here. I'm very rambly. I have terrible sense of focus. And yeah, just kind of milling about. I need to shade this character more. Oh yeah, I was working on his lip, and that's why I ended up getting distracted and going and doing like 5 other things. I need to give him a little bit of shading on his chin and fix up his lip because it's still a bit big. think I can hear thunder outside, which is nice because I'm indoors. If I was outdoors, I would not be happy. I will need to let my cats into my room though soon, because they will not be liking that at all. And I don't want them to be alone when they're freaked out. So, that is my plan for the day. My plan for YouTube, much less clear. But essentially, we're gonna feel it out. I'm gonna try and find ways to entertain people and myself. And yeah, I'm gonna also do a pretty quick and short little like intro video where I just draw answers to questions with a little like Sona character essentially. And yeah, I hope you'll return. I know this has had no structure whatsoever, and I've done almost nothing of this drawing. I've really just neatened it up a bit. I didn't even do the colouring of the hair that I said I needed to do, but I will do that. I'm actually just going to turn off that and just colour in all that space. Oh god. The sign of a good drawing might not be turning the where is this boot? There it is. Turning the lens off. If it doesn't look good when you do that, then you're probably doing okay-ish. It's hard to draw lineless, believe me. Let's bring it all back so that he can continue to be a moody boy. Now his lip looks too small. I'll play back with it. I'll get him fixed. We will talk later on. Thank you if you've watched this far. You have all of my love. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!